times a day I show you. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We want you as a subscriber to the channel. Guys, we cleared 800,000 subscribers. First crypto channel in history to do that. And of course, it is all thanks to you, the BitSquad. You guys are the ones that really push this whole thing and make this go. So definitely thank you to each and every one of you for subscribing. We are now over halfway done with our contest where we are giving away a full Bitcoin. So that is definitely super exciting stuff. I can't wait to give away the Bitcoin. What about you, TJ?
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be so fun.
Change somebody's life forever.
I hope it's someone that doesn't have any.
Me too.
You know?
Or very little, at least.
Yeah, like that doesn't have a whole Bitcoin. I hope it's somebody that doesn't have a whole Bitcoin. I hope it's not like Scott Menard doesn't win. He's got like 485 Bitcoin. Like,
yeah,
thanks, Menard.
You know he subscribes.
Oh, you know he's watching the channel. That's for sure. Guys, today we're going to be talking about the Coinbase IPO. Obviously, that is the centerpiece. You almost got BitBoy Crypto wearing a Cupid outfit today. But luckily, it didn't. The Cupid outfit is not here. It should be here later today. Tomorrow, hopefully, we will be wearing the Cupid outfit. I hope that we are. Very close to 2,500 Ethereum overnight. I tell you what, I woke up like 6 in the morning, and I pulled open my phone, and I was looking at Bybit. I haven't been trading lately, but just haven't been doing it. I'm going to start back going through Jason Casper's course from yesterday. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Jason's an awesome dude. I'm going to get back on the saddle here and ride the kangaroo, but I was looking at my Bybit this morning when I woke up because that's where I just checked the prices, habit. I looked, I saw Ethereum was like 2480 or 2470. I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to get half naked for this Cupid costume. And then I pulled it open, I looked at the chart, and it was like 2496. Somebody out there was thinking about me. So hopefully tomorrow we're having a Valentine's Day party, guys. Hopefully. I think there is some potential, but charts are looking a little bit shaky right now, but I do think ultimately, we've got a great chance of being ETH 2,500 by tomorrow. At least, I don't know, guys. And this is where I want to ask you guys. Do we have the Valentine's Day party if ETH, what if ETH goes to 2,500 and then gets rejected and goes straight down to 2,300 before the video? We still have the party, or do we want to have it's holding 2,500 party? What do you guys know? Drop us in the comments. Let us know which one of those that you would like to see. Guys, right now, we have 4,419 viewers and 572 likes. That means approximately, you guys can check my math every single day. I'm just guessing. I think that's about 15%, somewhere around there. So let's try to get that up to 50% of the people watching the video. I assume 50% of you hate me, 50% of you love me. That's how my life is generally gone. So go ahead and just smash that like button for us and let us know. And if you want to see the Valentine's Day party, make sure you smash that like button. Hashtag ETHGang. I'm seeing everybody, most people are saying holding. We want to see it hold 2,500. So it's got to be 2,500 when we go on the stream. That's what I'll say. So if it goes down while we're on the stream because of the stream, which is definitely a possibility. But I'm excited. We're having a Valentine's Day party. TJ, let's give stuff away.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We'll give stuff away. I know we're doing our big giveaway, but we'll do a ETH giveaway. We'll give away some Ethereum on the stream. We'll do something. It'll be fun. We're going to have the most fun Valentine's Day party you've ever seen.
You know what might be real fun?
What's that?
Get a picture of you in the Cupid costume. Turn it into an NFT.
Okay.
Give it away on stream.
Pretty good. I got to say, pretty good. Did any of you guys see that guy that photoshopped me on the Cupid costume? I'm not going to look that good in it. I'm sorry.
Well,
I have been working out.
Did we get you any pasties?
I don't know if we got the pasties or not. I mean, guys, I think I'm just exposing nipple. I think I'm going full nipple out. I mean, I don't have an extremely ugly nipple. Do you guys, should I wax the chest hair or just go full man on it? Full man. I have to. I'm not really actually going to. I would not actually wax my chest hair. That is my line right there. If you want to know the line, I'll come out half shirtless, but I ain't waxing the chest hair. I'll never do that. So.
Okay.
All right, let's go. All right, here we go. Let's get into this, guys. First and foremost, as always, 804,000 subscribers. Thank you. You guys are the best. Love you guys for sure. Got a special tweet going out today. Now, this may surprise you guys. A special tweet going out on Twitter later today.
That's making that reference.
At 12 o'clock, we got one scheduled, and we're going to remind me to come back after 12. I want to talk about that announcement that we're going to have on the channel. Very exciting stuff. Guys, make sure, this is our Jake Paul interview. Look at that. Wow, Jake Paul interview the other day. Still working on trying to get tickets for that this weekend. 257.3 thousand followers. Let's go ahead and get over 260 in the next couple of days. Guys, let's check out the markets. Here we go. Right now, the market's coming in at 2.28 trillion. It has bounced down a little bit. I think it went up over like 2.25 at some point. Volume very strong volume. And once again, as always, guys, we see this reflected in our Bybit numbers. We see this reflected in the volume for our referrals. We see it pretty much mimics the overall volume of the market. And why is that? It's very simple to understand. When everybody's wanting to trade, that's because they're all seeing the same things that make them want to jump in. And so, we're seeing this very high. Whenever this is over $200 billion, like that's incredibly high for right now. I wonder what it was. I wonder what the 24-hour volume was like a year and a half ago.
It was ridiculous.
Well, we can look at that number.
I think it was under 50.
Let's see. Market cap, 24-hour volume. So if we go back to, let's go back to like December of, this was pretty much what I consider to be the low point of crypto. December and January of 2019 and 2020. That's when it just wasn't. Everything should have been going up. It wasn't excited. Nobody cared. I was thinking about retiring from YouTube as a giant failure. The volume was $65 billion still for the 24 hours on that day. It looks like the low point was, what is that? These are the weeks though, I think. Yeah, these are the weeks. The week was like 58 billion. So that would have been, if you break that down over 7, I mean, that's very, very, very low. Okay, so let's get to dominance. Dominance look at that dominance, 52.5%. Someone says, is Occam the Cardano Launchpad live? I heard it is, but found out hard finding. I'm not 100% sure, but we are investing in Occam. Occam and Carstarter. These are going to be 2 huge projects.
Occam did launch on Uniswap yesterday.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to search around a little bit to find the contract address. You can get it from their website, but it is live.
BitBoy waxes chest hair when ETH breaks 5K. No, I'm not going to do that. Because it is going to break 5K. It needs to be something challenging, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of comments that said they wanted me to wax your chest hair.
No, dude. No.
Yeah, that's how.
Where's Michael Scott? Where's Michael Scott over here? Right? Didn't he have his chest hair waxed?
I think he did.
He did have his not on The Office, but on the 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
Which am I supposed to still make? I don't make fun of the audience and call y'all virgins anymore. So there's no 40-year-old virgins watching this.
There's got to be at least.
You guys have already got money. You got girlfriends now.
Right.
Or wives. I mean, believe in the sanctity of marriage. But okay. So, guys, Bitcoin dominance 52.5%. Look at the ETH dominance 12.8%, rising. Let's go back here and check out the overall gainers of the day. Let's see what was popping off here. Maker 30%. Woo, we got some big Maker holdings.
DeFi is back.
DeFi's back, baby.
Look at that curve.
Curve token. Horizon, and look at Chainlink. Link Marines, I salute you. You guys like?
I don't know if you.
That's a good salute there.
They actually have a new white paper out. Chainlink does.
Does it really?
Yeah, they're going new roadmap and interesting.
I heard they actually partnered with white papers.
That was good.
That's the humor you only get on this channel. Okay, so Chainlink crushing it.
Aave and YFI killing it too.
Aave almost back to 500. Wow, YFI. We have some YFI, but we have Chainlink, Aave. This is a good day for us.
Yeah.
Because Chainlink, Aave, and Maker are some of our bigger holdings. Compound is one of our bigger holdings too, up 17%. Wow, DeFi is back. Chili's back up. Where's Mr. Elrod? Chili's. Somebody said losing weight, homie. Well, I mean, I can't come out in a Cupid, costume without losing weight, right?
Give us a flex.
Yeah, flex. Oh, flex. I don't know if I'm losing weight. I think I'm just gaining it in other places. So, meaning the biceps. I think that, guys, speaking of getting in shape, I had a very interesting conversation yesterday with somebody about a possible stocks versus crypto boxing match. They asked me who I would want to box. And of course, obviously I said Graham. So I don't know if Graham's going to accept. I'm just kidding. I didn't really say Graham. I like Graham pretty good. But I want to know on the stock YouTube world, who do you want to see me go against? Because I don't know if this is going to happen, but I'm suddenly super excited about boxing somebody. I don't know, but I'm going to say it right now. Within the next year, I'm going to box somebody.
Somebody.
Even
if it's just me.
Well, that's what we talked about. Would it be the Ben versus TJ death match?
Yeah.
I am the world's greatest boss. Michael Scott is actually in the chat. Michael Scott, world's greatest boss.
That's amazing.
Love it. Guys, so this is a really good day. Look at VeChain, 18 cents. Okay, I want to say this about Chainlink, though. Chainlink at one time was the number 3 overall crypto. Or no, that's not right. What did it get up to? I think it got up to
4 or 5. I think.
4 or 5, I think it got up to. But I predicted that by the end of this bull run that we would see Chainlink as the number 3 overall coin. I wanted to see if anybody actually puts up there who it might be. We're not going to say who it might be, but oh yeah, somebody got it.
A lot of people.
Yeah, a few people. Okay. But anyways, guys, we're not, it's just an idea that was floated by somebody to us that they're working on. So nothing confirmed yet. But guys, okay, so Chainlink, I said had the potential by the end of this bull run to be the number 3 overall cryptocurrency. I don't know if I believe that anymore. I mean, for the simple reason that Binance Coin, Cardano, Polkadot, and especially if XRP gets the lawsuit, dropped, man, I mean, you look at the distance between Chainlink and those coins, it's starting to look that may end up being a bad prediction. Now, if you look at Chainlink, it's only $2 billion away from Uniswap. So it could be right there at number 8. But you just look at the distance up here between these top coins, and like these top coins are just really separating so hard. I don't know if that'll happen. My price prediction for Chainlink was actually $900. And that was a time when Chainlink was destroying it. Like Chainlink was what, like $20, and this would have been back like I was with Justin recording Beards and Bitcoins when it hit $20 in Texas. That was before you were here. So it would have been like in the spring of last year, or maybe early summer. And so I don't know. This is one that I'm watching. I feel very strongly about all of my price predictions I've made for this year. Very strongly about all of them. The Chainlink is the one I'm like, I just don't know if it can't make it up above those other projects. It can't get there to $900. But guys, I don't think anybody's complaining about a $43 link. I mean, my gosh, like how good is that? So definitely support Chainlink. I definitely think it can easily still get to $400 or $500 from here. I just don't know. 900, that may have been a little outlandish. I don't know. We'll see. So, all right, let's move on here. Let's talk about the Bitcoin chart. Also, if you want to trade Bitcoin or Ethereum, you guys head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. Sign up for Bybit. You can check out the rewards hub once you get there. I feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit today. Been talking a lot. We got a new Market Cipher code, 10% off. So if you guys want to get access to Market Cipher, you guys can do that there. And of course, we have our Exablock newsletter. That's a daily newsletter. We have our token metrics deal. We got all kinds of deals. Our crypto.com deal. You guys can check that out along with our merch. When are we putting new merch up?
I think they're listing.
This is just the general merch page. We should start showing
there's all
more.
Kinds of merch up there.
Yeah, look, we got the BitBoy shirts. These are the ones from the wax release. So still dealing with some stuff on the wax end from all that, but overall, people were very happy with the launch. So let's talk about the Bitcoin chart here. I want to show you just some data points on it before we get too deep into it. The Nupal was plummeting. The Nupal has been plummeting, which is so interesting. Is that the latest? There's no way that's the latest. It is. That is the latest. 7 days? Wow. The Nupal has been dropping, even though the price has been going up. So he says, am I still bullish on Moon? That's MoonSwap. I hear a lot of people are starting to... I'm done with MoonSwap. No offense to them. I got burned really bad in the yield farming deal there because the price was just plummeting while I was earning. And you remember that, DJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like you get in a bad spot when you're yield farming and the price is going down, but you're making so much you don't know when to get out. So, look, there's so many projects trying to tackle what they were trying to tackle. Nothing against MoonSwap. I just had a bad experience financially with that, and so I'm not in it anymore. So, but hey, I have no idea what they've been doing the last couple of months. Okay, so Bitcoin stock to flow deflection, we're still very safe on that. Okay, so looking at the actual chart, looking at Market Cipher here. It's looking like that's the 45-minute chart. Let's look at something a little bit longer. Let's look at the hour chart here. And guys, I'm very interested to test out Jason Kasper's 4-hour, 24-minute strategy. I think it's pretty cool. If you missed the video yesterday, I know a lot of you guys liked it. How many subscribers did he get from that video, I wonder? I know a lot of you guys went and subscribed to his channel. Let's see. He was at, I think, 49 last night. He's at 53 now. So good for Jason. Glad you guys go support that guy. He's a good dude, and he's got really good strategies. I'm going to be going through his course, but we'll talk about that strategy in a second. On the hourly chart, we got a green dot on the momentum wave, and then, of course, it's back down. Right now, from the all-time high, we are looking at a total retracement from about 65,000 all the way down to about, it's a 3.5% correction, so it's nothing really at this point. Could be a good chance for a dip if the charts start lining up. I will be honest with you. I talked to Crypto Face this morning. He said the charts are looking pretty shaky. And what he meant by that is he's not getting any sure signs of which way to go right now. It doesn't necessarily mean it's looking ugly, but the charts are looking like indecisive, more indecisive than normal. So here on the 4-hour chart, you guys can see it looks like, let's see, we got a bounce. Got a bounce off of the EMA ribbon here. So, and then I need to, let me do this here real quick. Let's see. Let me set up a minute chart. How do I put in the minutes that I want? Custom. Here we go. Add 24 minutes. Okay, so what Jason was saying with Market Cipher that you can do is that, there we go, bookmark that. He's saying that basically what you want to do is on the 4-hour chart, you want to wait for green dots on the momentum waves, like right here, right here. We haven't had one on the downside lately. Of course, that's obvious. Here's one. Here's one. So what you want to do for big trades here. Yeah, somebody said Jim-ish. So is that like Jim, but Jim-ish?
Jim-ish.
Is that Jim?
No.
It's not.
I don't think so.
I don't know who Jim-ish is. How do you become a moderator?
I made him one.
Oh, you did? Well, yeah. Jim-ish, we love you. Smash that like button. Let's get the stream to 25,000 watchers today. That would be huge. I mean, that would be a record for us if we could get up to 25,000 watchers.
We got about 12K here now. So if all you guys smash the like buttons, we should definitely get there. Yeah. If you guys smash it, you guys don't understand, like, what we've discovered is when you guys hit the like button, it literally draws more people in. So that's why we tell you, smash the like button. It's not for my personal vein. It's not like, oh, how many, I just want to see how many I can get. It's because it helps YouTube to send more people in. But basically, Jason Casper's strategy here, let's get back to this, is he looks for the green dots on the momentum waves down here. Then he goes to the 24-minute chart. And on the 24-minute chart, when you get the same thing, you line those times up, and that's when you go in. That's your good entry points. So not every one of these green dots here on the momentum waves is going to align with a 4-hour green dot. But whenever you see the 4-hour green dot, then you go to the 24-minute chart, and you wait for that to show a green dot, and that's your entry point. So pretty good strategy. I'm very interested to try it, see how it works out. So let's move on and talk about Ethereum. I know you guys want to talk ETH. Who doesn't want to talk ETH? All right, guys. So here we go. Looking at the chart for Ethereum here. I'm on let me get to the 4-hour chart. So we did have a red diamond here. That's not a blood diamond. It's just a small red diamond. It just means potential for a bearish scenario. Whereas if you get a big red blood diamond, that means it will probably go bearish. Let me redraw that again here. I want to remove everything. So obviously last night we got all the way to 24.95, I think was what it was. Let's see actually what it said. 24.94.85. So $5.15 away from 25 hundo. So we're getting very close. It had a drop. It dropped all the way down to 24.08. It bounced all the way back up to 24.81 and then bounced all the way back down. Right now it is sitting at 24.63. I mean, there's potential for this thing to cross over $2,500 while we're on the stream today. Do you guys think $25,000 is possible for Ethereum this year? If you do, put the thumbs up emoji. This year, huh?
Yeah, this year. If you think Ethereum will hit $25,000 this year, hit that. Because I'll tell you, when I interviewed Carl this morning from the moon, we talked this morning about this, and I think you guys are going to find that video very interesting because a lot of what he's saying with the technicals for the chart align with what I've been telling you for over a year now about Ethereum. So let's see. Someone says I like the fame too. Who said I like the fame? I reject fame. I will say this. I am a fame minimalist.
We got mixed results on 25,000 ETHs. A lot of thumbs up and then a few no's.
Are all the people that say no, do they have ADA in their profile?
I can't read that fast. But it's about, I'd say it's about 65% yes, and the rest no.
You know what I noticed about minimalists, TJ? They never have families. I've been watching YouTube about these people talking about being minimalist. I haven't found one yet that had wife and kids. Just want to say that.
Yeah, that is true. Wife and kids tend to come with a lot of consumption.
They do. A lot of consumption. So I guess I'm out for being a minimalist. I really thought I'm a fame minimalist. I'm a talking minimalist. A word minimalist, right. Some people call me. But let me tell you one thing I'm not. An ETH minimalist. I am an ETH maximalist. Guys, isn't that so much more fun to talk about crypto when Ethereum is crushing it?
Yes.
I think it is, for sure. So on the 4-hour chart here, just looking at Market Cipher, what's going on, we had that a little bearish, but then, it didn't really go too far into the EMA ribbon. And generally what we see, by the way, when you look at this ribbon here on Market Cipher, is that the wider the ribbon is, and this is very important, guys, the wider this ribbon is, the more upwards it's traveling, okay? So if you look at the spots where it gets real tight, like right there, you'll see the prices are dropping or the prices are sideways, right? When you got these long bands here of wide bands, the price is going up. Right now, there's nothing to indicate that these, the EMA lines here are starting to touch each other. So even though on the Pi cycle chart for Bitcoin they did, but here on the EMA ribbon here, it looks like we're still continuing on the bullish trend. If ETH can get past July without issues, then yes.
Well, speaking of issues,
yeah, we'll get to that story here in just a little bit. So I know a lot of you guys are trading Ethereum. We're seeing record numbers of Ethereum trading from people on Bybit. I know a lot of people are making money on Ethereum. That's probably why we're not doing well trading right now. Well, I'm just not. I'm a little gun shy right now. I want to wait for a really good spot. I haven't seen the good spot yet. So waiting for a really solid entry point. Waiting for the charts to line up. May wait for a green dot on the 4-hour chart for Bitcoin. But for Ethereum, I see no reason to think that this run is over. Now, anytime you're close to the all-time high, it's not a great idea to long, obviously. And we'll talk about what happened with a lot of people doing that with XRP later on. But
we got an Eli in the chat, minimalist with wife and kids. Wow. So there is one out there.
You're not a minimalist if you have multiple children. That's a minimalist, right? If you're a minimalist, you would have one child.
I don't think you know what a minimalist is.
You have the minimal amount of children at one child.
No. Minimalist isn't about having a minimal amount of
TJ, I got it. I know, TJ. I'm just kidding. Can you let me make a freaking minimalist joke? Please.
Sure.
I'm a joke maximalist.
You can make one.
That was good. That was good. That was good, TJ. See, you train him and he gets it. He finally gets it. Okay, guys. So let's go to the hourly chart, see what we're looking at. We did have, okay, so here's something kind of interesting on the hourly chart. On the hourly chart, we did have a green dot. I know you can't see, because look at that freaking money flow. Look at that money flow on the 1-hour chart. It's very high. This is the highest it's been since April 2nd. So the highest it's been since April 2nd. But it looks like, if you look at what happened when the money flow was very high up here, you had a long, long run up right here. You're starting to get the same thing. But I want you guys to notice something. I want you guys to notice something about this here. Do you guys see this is starting to look more parabolic than the slow left to right curve. This on this side is moving up at a faster pace. I personally, guys, I don't want to be giving you any more like predictions for like Ethereum to $7 million by July 4th. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say is I do feel like we're going to get closer to $3,000 in the short term, like in the next week or two. I think we'll get closer to $3,000. We may cross it. I'm not really looking for giant moves after $3,000 in the short term unless Bitcoin goes to $80,000. If Bitcoin goes to $80,000, I'm assuming that Ethereum will probably increase its Bitcoin dominance level because it's been spiking to about 5%. One Ethereum would be about 5% the cost of one Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin was at $80,000, Ethereum sure enough, could get to $4,000. But above that, I'm not looking in the short term for any targets higher than that. But I do think 3,000 is in the realm of possibility in the next 1 to 2 weeks. So, there we go. You guys happy with that? You guys love Ethereum? You guys love it? Everybody loves it. Who doesn't love it? I do remember talking to Carl several weeks ago about Ethereum and the weekly chart and the Bitcoin dominance level. And he was telling us that on the daily chart, at that time, maybe about a month ago, Ethereum was very bearish versus Bitcoin, but on the weekly chart, it was very bullish against Bitcoin, and that sure has, rounded out. Well, to be frank with you, Frank, I love you too. Love your humor. Thanks. That was good. Okay, guys, so let's move on. Let's talk about Coinbase. The Coinbase IPO, that's next, right? Like it or not, you should probably start paying attention to Bitcoin. I guess this is a live picture. It's not a live picture. That's a real picture. It's not photoshopped. Coinbase on Times Square yesterday. And whoa, time out here. Did I or did I not just say the other day we should start putting Bitcoin on basketballs?
I don't remember. Probably.
What do you mean? Yeah, I talked about the orange ball with the. Yeah, we talked about it on the stream. Okay. I don't know where you were, but we talked about it. You were probably dazed out there.
Probably.
But right after I said it, they put it's not a pure basketball, but you can't expect crypto nerds to really understand what a basketball looks like. So this is probably their best version of a Bitcoin on a basketball. So I'm just saying that Coinbase stole that from us. All right, Coinbase, a platform for buying and selling cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, became the first major cryptocurrency company to go public in the U.S. on Wednesday. It's a clear sign that crypto is firmly in the mainstream of the finance industry and not going away. Coinbase stock, which is trading under the ticker Coin, let's pull that up. It should be easy to pull up at this point. Stock, let's see here, Coin. There it is on the NASDAQ. Boom, there it is. Okay. That's the 24-minute chart. Let's put up the hourly chart. That's the hourly chart. So started out at, it started at 380. It went all the way up to 429. It bounced all the way down to 308. And right now it's trading at about 330. I think that's probably about legit.
Yeah.
About legit.
Seems about right.
Send, receive, disabled on Coinbase. Yours is right now. I don't know why. Not sure. Well, Coinbase is having some issues. Not a lot of places are having some issues, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Westlife, thank you. Oh, you're awesome, bro. You are awesome too, sir. Appreciate you. Okay, so that's what's going on with the Coinbase price. But I really want to talk about this story because I thought this was interesting. Okay. You had yesterday on Times Square, you had Coinbase, you had the stock exchange listing, and then the same day, the New York Times comes out with this article talking about Bitcoin being harmful to the environment. Here's the actual article right here. In Coinbase's rise, a reminder, cryptocurrencies use lots of energy. New York Times, you can suck it. You are part of the problem. Does anyone like the New York Times in all seriousness? What? It's a newspaper. It's a newspaper. New York Times and Time Magazine should get together and have a newspaper and magazine reader conference, and it'll be them and nobody. Okay, let's be honest. These people are insignificant. No one takes anything they say seriously. And here they are, fudding Bitcoin. This environmental argument about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is laughable.
It is.
Turn off the lights, y'all. If you really want to save the environment, you will live in darkness for your whole life. You will be a light minimalist. Okay? The idiocy. And I talk about this on Carl's channel with him whenever he posts our video we did this morning. The idiocy to not understand, Like, okay, I don't know anything about energy. Okay, I am not an electrician. I am not this is gonna surprise you guys. I'm not a scientist. Smarter than most of them probably, but I'm not a scientist. Okay, a rocket scientist, a mad scientist. Okay, maybe one of those two I might be. But I mean, I guess you could kind of say as a crypto YouTuber, I am a rocket scientist. I mean, I tell the trajectory of the rocket to the moon. Okay,
you're telling us how to get to the moon.
Telling you how to get to the moon. I guarantee you, I have been more successful at getting people to the moon than any rocket scientist out there that's still alive today. I will say that. When's the last time we went to the moon?
I don't know.
My people go all the time. Just saying. But the point here is, okay, is that the energy, let's look at light bulbs, okay? Light bulbs today are much more efficient than light bulbs in the past, correct? Everybody knows that, okay? The wattage is down, the energy consumption is down, you got smart homes, you got all this stuff, right? Why? Because they came up with better ways to get the same output, okay? Bitcoin and crypto mining is the same way. Like, what? Do you remember the name of the word of the type of energy they're using for most of the Bitcoin mining now?
No.
I don't know what it is. We talked about it before on the stream. I can't. It escaped me when I was talking to Carl too. Maybe somebody can point it out. But it's more energy efficient mining. And what these FUD articles do is they take like the absolute worst kind of energy consumption and they blanket apply whatever that output is to all Bitcoin and crypto mining. Most of it is using like more efficient energy now. I'm sure I think they're actually looking at, or there are some solar mining farms. You know about that?
And that's what's so hilarious is the whole Bitcoin mining model is designed to incentivize people to determine the most efficient uses of energy possible so they can make the most Bitcoin. So it's actually probably one of the best things for research and development and improvement in energy efficiency for the whole world. So it's a joke that they would say it's a threat to it, but it's getting worse and worse. Like we're seeing more and more and more and more of these articles coming from mainstream news. There was another one from like the people at BlackRock or something that are saying like, oh yeah, institutional clients are curious about cryptocurrency, but they're much more concerned about climate change and they're not really going to mess with it because they're worried about climate change. It's like that's a bold-faced lie.
That's what all this is, a lie. Yeah. So here she is, Hiroko Tabuchi, one of the dumbest ladies I've ever seen. I'll just go ahead and say that. This woman knows absolutely nothing about crypto. This is what pisses me off about these people that know nothing about our space, is they come in and talk about it like they're educated.
Like they're experts.
Like they're experts. This is a lady that probably can do a really great job, writing about a press conference. But talking about crypto, you need to shut your mouth. That's what I'll say. These are the worst. These are the true worst people on the planet. The people who have platforms and they intentionally try to hold back mankind. Like think about all the benefits of blockchain and how much that can help. How much blockchain, microtransactions, energy sharing, how much more efficient things will be with blockchain in the world of energy. Think about cars running on blockchain. Like, I hate electric cars. Like, I like gas cars. I'm sorry, I like gas. Guys, sorry, love it. Like a big V8 or a V10 engine. That's what I like, okay? But the fact is that these people can't see that, you don't understand that all electric cars will be on blockchain one day? You don't get it? You don't understand that? So let's, in the beginning, just try to stop it because it's terrible and it's wasteful. So the whole point of this, I've gone a long ways to wrap back around to the original point, which was Coinbase lists, they put out the FUD, okay? Guarantee you somewhere, someone is in her pocket. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. These articles don't get written for no reason. On these days, these coincidental days, let's FUD everything and make people think this stuff is bad, okay? So apparently, somewhere in this article, it's, she's a climate reporter. She's a climate reporter. Oh, that's great. What a great climate reporter to talk about cryptocurrencies, a person that doesn't understand it at all, okay? But the point is, they're floating the idea at this point of Bitcoin is expected to eventually move to proof of stake consensus. And I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this? A lot of people would say, is this possible? Yeah, this is possible. It is possible. Bitcoin could certainly move to proof of stake. We're seeing it with Ethereum now. Ethereum is moving to proof of stake. Not because of energy issues. Like, if you think that Ethereum is moving to proof of stake because they care about the environment, you're watching the wrong channel. I'll tell you that. They're moving because it's faster. That's why. For Bitcoin, the proof of work gives it a much harder security. And for the Bitcoin network, that's extremely important. But could Bitcoin switch to proof of consensus? Now, I'm not on the inside of the Bitcoin developer world. Anyone who's important in Bitcoin probably hates me. Okay, but the fact is that I'm not sure if it would be directly through the developers that, in a roundabout way, work for Blockstream, or if it would be a consensus on the network from mining. But it could get to a point where the outcry over this is so. We see illogical things all the time. If you live in this country, you look around, where depending on where you live, you're seeing them left and right. One day I traveled on a plane, so much illogical stuff going on out there, and people are just like, "Yep, sure, let me sign up for anything that's illogical. Just because you tell me to do it, I'll do it." You're not allowed to ask questions about anything. Okay, that could get to this point with Bitcoin, where the outcry over climate change is so strong, even though it makes no sense to lump Bitcoin into that. We talked about it before. Bitcoin, the entire network, uses as much electricity as the city of Las Vegas. If you care that much, shut down Las Vegas. Not even a top 40 population city in the world. Okay? Let's shut down New York. If you really wanted to remove a carbon footprint, let's shut down New York. Let's make all the people that live there move to rural areas. I'm sure a lot of them would like that at this point, after they've been shut down there for so long. And let's actually, hey, New York Times, why don't you become Iowa Times? How about that? If you're that concerned about Bitcoin. Sorry, I get so pissed at these people because they're so idiotic with these illogical fallacies, okay? But if it became such a big issue, it can change. And you want the Bitcoin network to have the ability to change. Why? Well, if quantum computing comes out and crushes SHA 256, yeah, SHA 256 encryption, you better bet your bottom Satoshi, though they're able to make some changes. I think that would happen before it actually happened. Like, it wouldn't be after it gets broken. They would be able to tell it's about to get broken. But they can make changes to the network and stuff like that. So Steve says it won't have to move to POS. It's possible to scale proof of work. Kadena already achieved it with potential throughput of 800K TPS. Yeah, and I mean, look, here's the thing about it. This isn't the only option. It is not guaranteed to come to this, but my whole point in this is to make you guys understand. Number one, all this is FUD. Number one. Number two, this could happen. Number three, you better be glad that things can change, because there are other things that could be threats to Bitcoin. You want the network to be able to change over time if necessary and with consensus, okay? But I think this is a very real thing to look at. There are other options out there, so this is not guaranteed to happen, but you need to understand, like, this is possible. This can happen. Just like, guess what, guys? You want the taboo. Like, eventually they could actually change the code and make more than 21 million Bitcoin. But it would take consensus from over half the network to do it. And when you think about how large the network is getting, it's very difficult. So basically, to make a massive, drastic change to the Bitcoin network, basically everyone who's involved in Bitcoin is going to be like, oh yeah, we got to do that for sure. It's not going to be like a debate like EIP 1559 or something like that.
And it all comes back to incentives. And that's why odds are very low that they'd ever, yes, like you're saying, they could increase the supply if they wanted to, but why would anybody, what's the incentive for doing that? You know what I mean? Unless it's, like you said, unless it overwhelmingly helps the entire network, there's no real reason to think it would happen, even though it could happen.
Right. Exactly. I mean, it will depend on a lot of factors. It probably won't happen, but it is possible, and I want you guys to be aware of that. But if you guys want to check out that Iowa Times story, that'll probably be in a few years when they shut down New York. So, okay, so let's talk about Ethereum. So this kind of relates to the Coinbase story as well. I guess we'll start there. Coinbase Ledger and other crypto services impacted by client sync issue following Ethereum Berlin hard fork. Now, we talked about this. Before. Yesterday, this is going to have a big effect on the network. And I want to know from you guys, has anybody tried to do gas, I'm sure someone here has. Have any of you guys done gas transactions over the last, 8 to 12 hours? Have you noticed them being any lower? I'm curious. I just want to know. Like, if you've noticed them being lower, let me know.
I actually did some this morning, but I didn't check.
You didn't check, yeah. And I don't know. I don't know if it'll be instant or gradual because we got a really cool website. I think I'm going to do that video tomorrow, talking about transaction speeds.
Yeah.
Talking about coins that are the fastest and some cool like visuals about what these networks actually look like. And I think that'll put it into perspective. So if you think about that, even though there's been a change, like if there's still an influx of clogged transactions, then that would mean it would take a while before the the grass-fed beef, the gas fees would lower. Okay, so I tried to say grass fee, and then I tried to say free grass. I don't know what I was trying to say.
Free grass.
Oh, come watch our interview tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're into that kind of thing. Okay, so Ethereum's latest network upgrade, Berlin, went live on Thursday morning, but a syncing issue appears to have snarled a number of companies and services that rely on a particular Ethereum software client, including exchange service Coinbase. And I think I gave Yogita a hard time with one of her articles because I think it was about sports, and it definitely sounded like she knew nothing about sports. But she's a pretty good writer, actually. And when she's not writing about sports, it's she definitely knows what she's talking about. Because I know it's almost every day we cover one of her stories. What does that say? I bought all your comic book pages last night due to low Gwei. Average $40 per transfer. Wow, okay. Pretty nice. And we are, guys, real quick, we're not making the official announcement here. But in the next 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to be making a big announcement about what we're doing with our Rareable stuff. All I'll say is that I can go ahead and tell you that everything that is on here that does not get bought, you can show this. You can go here. It's rarible.com/bitboy, or you can go to nft.bitboy.live. And anything that's on here that is not bought, this is our original collection, that's not bought in the next 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to burn. So check that out. Somebody's talking about the Gwei. Let me see. Is there a chart for that? Let's see. Average Gwei chart. Let's see here. This is the overview, 137, April 14th. Looks like it was going up until yesterday. So we have a number. The average value of the Gwei was 137.76. And so, let's see. This is the 1 day chart. It's not really showing us anything here. So we'll have to see. I guess we'll have to check it tomorrow. I guess it's 1 day late. We'll have to see what it looks like. I'd be very interested to see if this actually had a big effect. But the point here is that there's a number of companies that have been hit by the upgrade and actually, that had some compatibility issues. Client in question is Open Ethereum, formerly the software client maintained by Parity. Developers for both Open Ethereum as well as the network's core developer team are working on a fix. According to a statement from data service provider Etherscan, the syncing problem cropped up. You guys don't care about that. But it was short. It was block 12 million, basically. It was right after Berlin went live. They've disabled, and I wondered if this was what that guy was talking about on Coinbase. He said the withdrawals had been suspended. I wondered if it was just for Ethereum and ERC20s, maybe. I did have that thought when I saw that.
Which would be most of what's on there.
It is mostly what's on there, but not everything, of course.
Right.
We disabled ETH and ERC20 withdrawals while we investigate a potential issue with the recent network upgrade. And then Ledger said its users, ETH balance in the Ledger Live app might not update due to the Berlin upgrade issue, and new transactions won't be shown.
Yeah, it's not a huge deal right now, but it's not a good look for Ethereum for sure.
Somebody saying the swaps on a Uniswap are $350 right now?
That's crazy.
That's very high. Interesting. So some of the notes stuck after, basically they had a lot of issues. And yeah, I understand what you're saying, looking long-term on this. I mean, guys, it's the first day. Let's chill a little bit and see what happens over the next couple of days. None of this had an effect on the price, as you guys saw, right? Price was going up when all this started. Once again, backing up exactly what I've told you. Exactly what I've told you all year. The gas fees do not affect the overall price of Ethereum. Do not buy into that narrative. So try to see if there's anything different. Open Ethereum is responsible for 12% of the nodes on the second blockchain, according to ETH nodes. So we'll just have to kind of see what happens with this for ETH. So thank you, David, for that super chat. Appreciate that. All right, so next story here. One of Europe's largest investment banks, Security... I'm having a hard time talking today. Let me hydrate. Talk for a second. TJ, talk for a second.
Oh,
please.
This is 1 second of talking.
Will you tell them why you like Tezos, for God's sake?
Tezos is great for a lot of different reasons. It's been around for a long time, and it's actually cleared a lot of its regulatory issues for doing things like issuing different security tokens. I haven't actually read this article, so I don't know what all it goes into. It actually, it looks like one of the largest investment banks is looking to do something similar to what Binance is doing on Binance Chain with offering security tokens for Tesla and now Coinbase stock. It looks like they're looking to do something similar on Tezos. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see a lot of good appreciation from another smart contract platform.
Well, and I will tell you that as this argument over energy does continue, okay, the fact is that Tezos is a more energy efficient blockchain for sure. And that may be why some people are starting to look at it. We should probably buy some more Tezos, maybe. You love Tezos. You always want to buy more. Mm-hmm. What did I buy last night? Last night I finally got my Harmony buy-in, so I think I bought like 150K's worth of Harmony last night, and I bought more BNB. I'm buying a lot of BNB. I want 1,000 BNB.
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe more, but I want at least 1,000 BNB.
Yeah,
that's a big thing we're stacking now.
I want more Cosmos too. I mean, we have some, but
yeah. Well, I'm trying to stack everything that's like on Binance US and stuff like that, and then move back over to stacking Coinbase coins. Those are two main places to stack in the United States. So
Cosmos is on Binance US. And actually, it's on
it is. But I'm talking
Coinbase.
about Binance US exclusive coins. If we buy it on Coinbase, I'd rather buy it on Coinbase.
I see. It actually pays. It pays rewards on Coinbase. It's the highest.
Yeah, so we get rewards in Tezos and Algo. We get a lot of Algo rewards. I think we got 500 Algo last night or something like that. I think they pay them out like weekly or something. I'm not 100% sure. So, Lance says he joined the Earn gang last night. Woo woo. What is Earn doing these days? I know it dropped all the way down to like $28, I think. Let's see if it will. See if it's going back up. By the way.
Yeah, we like Elrond. We like Elrond a lot.
Yeah, we love Elrond for sure. Am I doing a video? We just tweeted something about them recently. Why is this being so slow?
CoinGecko's having issues today.
CoinGecko is busted right now.
Yeah, it's just slow in general.
Yeah. Is it slow in general compared to...
I mean, right now, today.
Yeah.
I was having issues earlier.
Yeah, let's check out what Earn is coming in at. Earn. Okay. 2573. Wow, this thing has been just on a downward turn here for a while. When did they release the stone staking? Is that going on right now?
I believe so.
I wonder if that has having to do with the price drop. People stake it and they pull it out and then maybe sell. I don't own any stones, so I'm not 100% sure how it works, but it looks similar to a pattern like from some yield farming type projects that we've looked at in the past. So I don't know. I know the Earn team is very confident. We're invested in it. We still have a lot of it, so it is what it is. All right, so back to the story though. Let's get back to Tezos here. Okay. European financial behemoth Société Générale. Do you think I said that right?
Nailed it.
Has issued a security token on the Tezos blockchain. The new experimentation, performed in accordance with best market practices, demonstrates the legal, regulatory, and operational feasibility of issuing more complex financial instruments or structured products on the public blockchain. The maiden security token issuance marks the third consecutive year of crypto and blockchain adoption developments from the stables of Société Générale. That's pretty good, man. Mm-hmm. I think I should be like a foreign language teacher. I don't know what language that is, but whatever it is, maybe I should be it. Back in 2019, the bank, via its specialized credit institution, I'm not going to do it again because I got it perfect twice, issued a 100 million euro bond. It's a tokenized security on Ethereum in May. It is French. SFH and SG Forge, together with the Bank of France, issued a tokenized 40 million euro bond settled using an experimental central bank digital currency. We had an interesting story yesterday that we never actually got to. That was about CBDCs and about how they're not really a threat. Did you actually read that one?
Yeah.
What was the general takeaway from it?
It was interesting to me. I mean, it's generally the same stuff we've said a lot, that like CBDCs will be a thing, but they'll have their own place and they don't really threaten other cryptocurrencies at all. The thing that was most interesting is this was coming from Morgan Stanley. Like, we say it all the time and people don't listen to us necessarily, but I was thinking maybe since it's coming from a source that other people might, like older crowd might trust, Morgan Stanley. It was just interesting to me, one of their own crowd, one of the traditional finance firms saying, yeah, go ahead, do your CBDC thing. It's not going to affect what we're doing.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Which is funny to me. I don't know. Do you know who Cliff High is? Did you ever listen to any of his stuff?
I know who he is,
yeah. I watched something of his. Some of it's, a little out there. Some of it's pretty interesting. But
he's out there.
Yeah. He's got some interesting theories, but he's also got some really good data. And he did a thing probably 3 years ago looking at different social sentiment and stuff like that, saying, like, unequivocally, all these governments are going to come out with their own versions of cryptocurrencies, and they're going to try to get adoption, and they're going to fail miserably. And it's just interesting to watch all that develop now 3 years later.
Yeah, do you remember Libra?
Yeah. So funny.
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
Well, they tried to make a basket of currencies and threaten the dollar. So the U.S.
Yeah, but then they said.
Then they said, come back and peg it just to the dollar, and we'll let you do it.
Yeah, or peg it just to the individual asset or whatever it was, because for some reason that was a holdup. But then what the heck happened? Like, what happened? What's it even doing right now? Like, they said they were going to do that, but we don't even know where it stands.
I think it was supposed to launch this year, but it is weird that there's no news about it.
It is weird, isn't it? So, I was looking at this thing was supposed to post at 12, you said? It didn't post.
Did it not?
Nope, not up. Maybe you could text one of our people and see, because I'd like to share that on the stream, if possible. Okay, so next story over. Let's talk about ripples. Where are my ripples? 620 million XRP positions liquidated while Ripple CTO educates investors. This is David Schwartz. This is the Chief Technology Officer of Ripple. And this man, for sure, no question about it, has the greatest hair, not just in crypto, but in the history of mankind. To be able to own this up here while you're balding and have the long hair, you've got to give this man credit. I don't care what anybody says. David Schwartz is a true gangster, and I respect his hustle. That's what I'll say. I don't care what he does for Ripple. As a man with good hair myself, can't really relate to him on the balding thing, but I respect David Schwartz for sure. If you like David Schwartz's hair, put your best hair emoji in the chat. I want to see it. Over the past 2 days, more than $620 million worth of XRP traders over-leveraged positions were liquidated as XRP fans became a little too optimistic about the recent rally, while David Schwartz, Chief Technology Officer of Ripple, reached out to crypto holders with a piece of advice to sell some of their crypto assets and reduce their risk and exposure to market fluctuations. You can't make that up. Like, literally, he is telling them, hey, you may want to sell some of your positions while everybody's getting liquidated. So let's see. This shows you how many people have been longing. Where is this chart from, I wonder?
Don't you have a funny story of somebody who got liquidated?
Yeah, I don't want to call him out by name on air, but a very good friend of the channel. Not a person who's on YouTube, but has been on some videos with me before. That's what I'll say. Good friend of mine. One of my best friends, really. And he texted me yesterday and said, bro, I forgot what getting liquidated feels like. I hate it. I said, like, what are you talking about? He said, I got liquidated on XRP. I said, well, what did you think? What was your entry price? $1.81. Let's pull up the Ripple chart here, as we do have it right here. What did it get up to? It got all the way up to $1.96 at some point this week. Let's go to the day chart on this. $1.81 was his peak.
Good Lord.
Bro, what are you doing? Have I not taught you everything you know? You'll hate that. Oh, God, I knocked somebody down over here. Guys, don't get in on the top. It's not a good place to get in. Wait for the dips. Down here might be a decent place. You know where it's at now. Maybe dollar. No, still no. I'm waiting for more retracement. Some people are, but if you were listening to what we were saying about these bands, I mean, the band is huge here. I mean, look at that band. It's super wide. So I don't know if we'll see it retracting here. I think at this point, well, what some people are saying that the XRP whales are going to end up pushing the price back down to 50 cents. And now they got it up to $2, got everybody excited, and they're going to start, taking money against, everybody. This is what I'll say. I'm not selling any of my XRP right now. I will go to the grave holding my XRP. I am the leader and master commander of the XRP army. We will never sell our XRP. The question is why? Guys, why would I never sell my XRP? I will never give TJ that satisfaction.
I was wondering what your answer was going to be. I was real curious.
You had to know it had to do with you.
Of course. Everything has to do with me somehow.
I will sell my XRP at some point, but I mean, over this bull run, but I'm not selling my XRP at all right now. I think we have I think I've got over 6 figures now. I think I've got over 100K in XRP right now. I'd have to look at exactly what it is. It changes on a daily basis, but to the upside. But what I'll say is I'm not, I don't care what happens right now. I'm just going to hold what I got. I'm going to keep adding a little bit at a time. But I'm not selling XRP right now. But a story and narrative is developing is that a lot of people on Twitter are saying that, they're getting ready to dump the price. XRP Army would certainly call it FUD. I'm not, like I said, at some point, if the price gets advantageous, I will sell at some point, XRP. Right. I'm not, it's not in my group of coins I will hold forever, probably. That's very small group. Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, that's it. So I don't know. Maybe I doubt it would make it over to that area, but we'll see what happens in the future. But what I will say is I'm not selling. I'm not making any moves right now. I'm also not leverage trading XRP. If I was leverage trading XRP right now, which you can do, go to bitboycrypto.com/deals if you want to do it. But learn from this story. Don't get liquidated. Don't get over leveraged. I would be looking for an entry probably somewhere about here. I would be waiting for it to kind of break through this top and then bounce down here to this, to the second line on the EMA ribbon here. Now, if it goes up, let's say the price of XRP were to bounce back, and let's say it would, have a green candle, get up here somewhere around the $220 level, somewhere around there, then I would be waiting for it to bounce down off of the top of the EMA ribbon here, okay? These EMA ribbons are very easy to get price points, but where it is right now, it's not high enough above the ribbon for me to feel like it's a good place to get in, considering that, it hasn't hit all-time highs yet, but, it did just hit the high of this bull run so far at about $2. $2 could be a resistance level, so something to keep in mind. If it breaks over $2, then it might be time to look at possibly longing, depending on what the action is. But I'm not making any action on XRP right now. I'm buying more, holding more XRP. I think it's worked out very well for me. Do you remember where it was when we bought it?
It's like $1, right?
Yeah, I think like
right
$1.08, something like that. Yeah,
oh,
that's where we got the bulk of it.
By the way, that tweet's up if you want to pull that up.
The tweet is up on Twitter.
On Twitter.
The tweet is up on Twitter, y'all.
And this is something on that point you were making about when to sell or when you might. This is something Texas Justin and I were talking about last night, is because we were talking about different price points to sell different projects and some of that kind of stuff. And I was saying a lot of times for us, it's not as much about what the price is for the swing trading kind of stuff. Obviously for day trading it does, but for the longer holds, it's more about time. We were talking about VeChain, and he was saying if it hits 25 cents, I might sell it. And there's a difference between if it hits 25 cents this week or within the next week or two, he was saying, "Oh, I'd hold it longer, just keep an eye on it."
Right.
But if it bounces off 20 a couple times, gets rejected, and then slowly crawls up to 22, 24, 26, 28, and we're in like August, September, then time to get out. So it has a lot more to do with time than price. A lot of people are over-focused on price, I feel like.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Now, you might have certain price points. Like, I don't know. This is kind of cool. My grandpa became a millionaire this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I took from my younger years, and was able to, help get him in crypto. And the first foray, is a lot of you guys know I told the story, like I got him in at the very, very, very top, the very top of 2017. Just $3,000, but he lost it pretty much all, And so XRP is partnered with the WEF, Bill Gates, and the Great Reset.
World Economic Forum is what that is.
Yeah. Sorry, I just thought that's funny to read that. But anyways, when Ethereum hit I think it was 2,300 or 2,200, whatever it was, that was the price point. It got him over the top, and it was like, cool. That was so, I loved seeing that. I found out, and I was like, man, that's so awesome because, that's a long ways from where he started in this. And, the thing is, you might have certain price points where you say, okay, if this coin that I hold this much of hits this price point, I know that I can take profits out here that can change my life, and you're happy with that, then you can do that. I kind of understand that mindset of all I've ever wanted for my whole life. Now, my grandpa didn't do this, but, if all you ever wanted your whole life was to, become a millionaire, and you become a millionaire, and, that was your whole goal, and you got a happy life, and you just want to pull it out and be done, I get it, But in terms of people that are here for the longer term, it's all about the timing of the cycle, right. Understanding tops. It's certainly not about, a price point per se, but what you see is around these round numbers, for VeChain, whether it's 20 cents or 25 cents or 50 cents, or Bitcoin, whether it's been 50K or 60K or whatever, 65K now, the new resistance. Mm-hmm. You do see psychological numbers around round numbers. So that could be signs of resistance and times to take profits, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So, all right, let's move on here. $623 million in Bitcoin from 2016 Bitfinex hack moved under cover of coin hype. Dun, 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 top secret. The impact on the market may be little. Another Bitfinex FUD story, right? If you didn't know, Bitfinex is behind Tether, which is the ultimate long-term FUD story in crypto. But over $623 million worth of Bitcoin was stolen from Bitfinex in 2016, was moved on Wednesday, according to Twitter account Whale Alert. Coming on the same day, the whole market celebrated a milestone in crypto history with the NASDAQ listing. Trade the Chain, a real-time crypto data service, confirmed the number of Bitcoin moved and said it amounts to about 10% of the total 119,000 Bitcoin stolen from Bitfinex 2016's hack. Let's see. Basically, they just tried to cover they tried to use the hype of all the excitement to move it without people knowing. But I mean, how stupid is that?
Yeah, it's dumb.
Do you think that's legit?
Do I think what's legit?
They tried to hide this move within the Coinbase hype.
Probably. I mean,
what they think people are just, because Coinbase listed today, they're not going to watch the chain analysis?
Yeah, I mean, you think this wasn't a big story. I kind of had to dig to find it. It's not in the news at all. It's going to get washed under, basically all the stuff.
I see what you're saying. Okay. You're talking about the media attention from it, not them actually trying to hide the transaction.
Right. They know people will see the transaction. It just won't be big news.
Sometimes I call people stupid and they might not be. Do you think that's true about me?
What? That sometimes you call people stupid that aren't stupid?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably true.
That's stupid, TJ. It's real stupid. God,
TJ. Thanks for proving me right.
Proving you which?
Right. Right here live on stream.
I don't know what my next word needs to be.
Yeah. You're kind of in a bad spot.
Yeah, kind of a bad spot here. But here's what I'll say about this. This is what and I like to get your input on this. I don't have an actual answer I'm expecting you to say on this. But, Monero's whole argument against Bitcoin, they say that Bitcoin is non-fungible, okay? A non-fungible token is a token that, has a lot of the same characteristics, but they're all unique, okay? Bitcoin should be fungible. any Bitcoin that I have, I should be able to give you another Bitcoin. Like if you got a Bitcoin, I got a Bitcoin, we could swap Bitcoin and it spends the same, right? Mm-hmm. But Monero's whole argument, their hardest, ardent supporters, and I did a podcast or a video with a guy in the Monero community a while back, and he was telling me that, Monero is actually fungible. Like any Monero token that I give you can be spent the same way. But Bitcoin's not, because some of the Bitcoin from these hacks gets blacklisted. Mm-hmm. So my question is, why are these ones not black? Like, why are some of these from hacks being able to get moved and other ones
scroll back down?
Get stuck?
Right. It says it. What does it say right there? Most of them are tracked and blacklisted in the funds of the world. Yep.
Exchange. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I think where that happens is most exchanges blacklist them, but it is interesting. I don't know does it say where these things move to?
Let's see here.
But I get what you're saying in the sense that, like, because so many exchanges and wallet providers and different things are able to blacklist.
It is blacklisted. These funds are blacklisted. Yeah.
Right. So that would be the argument that Monero uses, that Bitcoin isn't fungible or interchangeable, or you can have tainted Bitcoins more or less, or bad Bitcoins. Yeah. And once that happens,
that's like kind of the old system, though.
Right. Yeah. It's putting gates and barriers. I think the Bitcoin crowd would argue, that's why you don't use exchanges. You run your own wallet software. You run your own node, all that kind of stuff, and you really can't get blacklisted.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, if you end up one of these blacklisted Bitcoin, like, you can't spend it. So, right, the maxis, they want us to be able to spend Bitcoin. Like, you wouldn't be able to spend it anywhere. The only thing you'd be able to do is do
peer-to-peer.
I'm not even sure.
You could send it to me. But then
I can't send it to you, correct?
Then what would I do with it? Is
exactly.
The problem,
Exactly.
So it's the on-ramp, off-ramp issue, more or less. If if those are getting heavily locked down and regulated, which is why they hate Coinbase.
But why can't they just put them through a Bitcoin mixer?
You think they could, but I wonder if when you're talking,
the mixers blacklist them too, maybe.
That'd be interesting to see if the mixers blacklist them. But,
is anybody saying anything about this in the chat? This is like real nerdy Bitcoin stuff we're talking about. Most people probably don't care about this, but it is important because, the whole idea of crypto is free, right? Like, we're censorship resistant, but yet a lot of these Bitcoin get blacklisted from exchanges. They keep lists on coins they will not process. And who's to say, like, that one day you might have an opinion they don't like and they decide to blacklist your Bitcoin? So.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm curious if Wasabi or somebody like that would accept it or block it or what they would do.
Well, Bitcoin mixers are big business. They're all over the dark web, but they're highly illegal. Yeah. And I've never used one. I would not mix one. We don't hide anything, as you guys know. But they're, we had a story about a guy who created a big wallet, I think, last year, like going to prison for a Bitcoin mixer. You remember that story?
No.
It was a big story. Virgil something. No, that was the guy that was working. Yeah?
I think it's just TJ's computer. Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back to green on OBS. Oh, wrong.
Oh, we may be back. Are we coming back?
Yeah, you're back.
I'm back. Y'all missed the dance. I was dancing. Hey, you know what it was? It was those exchanges coming after us. They don't like us talking about that blacklisted Bitcoin. That's what they don't like. You know who else? They also don't like Theta. They hate Theta because we're doing an exclusive drop where you can play online. Oh, maybe that was it.
Can you turn the volume off on your computer?
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Are you getting echo?
Yeah, I'm hearing you twice.
Yeah. We got to fix that long term because you shouldn't be hearing that.
I can fix it on my end. It's easy.
Well, it's useful if I want to show a clip.
I know.
But it's not going through the stream, though. But anyways, guys, okay, on Theta, let's get back to this. You have the chance to play online poker with me, and you will get to see you get right. Now, I got a big announcement. This is not an announcement, really. It's for fun. One of my bucket list things in life, I am definitely going to be playing in the World Series of Poker main event this year. So, you want to go and play poker in the main event? You want to get busted out? I'm going to be there. I'm playing this year for sure. You cannot stop me. I don't care if it is possibly going to be the peak of the bear market, or bull market, excuse me. But I'm going to be there.
Theta has a partnership with PokerStars.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, yeah. I'm not allowed to play PokerStars in America, unless I'm in Las Vegas or I know in New Jersey. I don't know about Nevada. I think Nevada too.
Yeah.
Someone said the overlords are watching. Guys, but anyways, coming May 2021, bitboy.thetadrop.com. It says it can't be reached.
It's coming in May.
Oh, it's coming. So, well,
that's what they wanted us to put.
Okay, well, great. Well, there it is. We're excited to be working with Theta. We really like Theta. And I'll tell you this, what we've got planned for the Theta drop, it's all related to our comic universe. It is going to be really cool. You're definitely going to want to check it out, especially if you got our wax cards. You are going to love that.
Yeah, and it's actually going to have some long-term, we're working on some unlockable NFTs, where if you come in and get that OG drop or some of these different kinds of things, it could be maybe like an in-chat emote for the rest of time, of like every time you chat, super chat or regular chat on Theta, you could have a custom emote from this NFT drop, which would be pretty cool. So we're working on a lot of different stuff with them. They're great guys.
Also, guys, while I'm showing you things, we've got a new show on New Money Gang today. You guys head on over to the New Money Gang YouTube channel. Check out our new Side Hustlin' Side series by J Chains. Almost bringing back the old Beards and Bitcoins logo up there.
Yeah, I like it.
So everybody make sure you guys go support this. We'll cross-post this on the community tab. You guys make sure to go check out, different things Justin's going to be doing, showing you guys how to do side hustles and things like that. Okay, so let's talk about one of my very favorite people in the entire world. You know him. I know him. We all know him as my nerd. You guys know my nerd. Guys, I will say this. Maybe one day as I fall further down the nerd tree, and I'm just bruised and battered, look like I fell down the ugly tree, but the nerd tree, I might stop making fun of nerds one day. I can't promise. But I can tell you one thing. I will never stop making fun of my nerd. I hate this guy. He's the worst. You guys know what a villain this guy is. He looks like his head doesn't fit his body, but that's a whole different issue. Guggenheim CIO. Bitcoin could fall to 20K to 30K range if we get a risk-off moment. I will tell you this. TJ, what did I say about this story before we start streaming? Do you remember?
No.
No.
What did you say?
Oh, thanks for asking.
You're welcome.
This is the most bullish story on this entire rundown today.
Yeah.
This is the most bullish story.
I thought it was all, I kind of agreed in the sense that it was kind of hitting me like, oh yeah, the Coinbase IPOs yesterday, nothing but FUD today. Like FUD story after FUD story after FUD story from the mainstream. And
absolutely.
This is right up there.
This is right up the alley.
Yeah.
If you look back traditionally, whenever Menard says, buy Bitcoin, you sell it. When he says, sell all your Bitcoin, you buy as much as you can. That is bared out to be true. I wish we had someone who could make a chart that shows the prices of when he said bullish stuff and when he says bearish stuff. It's like the old CNBC chart that Jacob Canfield made.
Yeah.
So he said the global, let's see where it was where he actually said this. The filing, Menard said, where was it? Oh, here it is this tweet here. Bitcoin's parabolic rise is unsustainable in the near term. This is also, I want you guys to remember this, okay? This is why we hate this guy. Has he blocked me on Twitter yet? I'll be like kind of pissed if he hasn't. He has not blocked me. Like I really want this guy to hate me so much that he will block me, but he just won't do it. We should make a tweet about him this week, maybe. But here's the thing. He said earlier this year, or it was last year actually he said it, probably in the fall, he said, Bitcoin in the next bull run will go to $400,000.
Yep.
In this bull run. He didn't say 5 years from now. He didn't say, way down the road. He didn't he didn't leave it very vague, like a lot like the Winklevoss twins do, like one day it'll go up. He said $400,000 in this bull run, okay? But then here he says Bitcoin's parabolic rise is unsustainable in the near term. What parabolic rise? Like if you look at the chart, if you look at the Bitcoin chart, we've talked about this. We talked about how back in January and February, we were getting parabolic movement. God, I hate these freaking drawings. I hate TradingView. I'm just going to say it. I hate TradingView. I wish someone would create a better alternative to it because I hate the way the tools work on here. But anyways, guys, we talked about yesterday. Look at this. December to January, parabolic. February, parabolic. Since, sideways action. What parabolic run is he talking about? The same guy that says $400,000. But he thinks $60,000 isn't sustainable? How does that add up? It doesn't. This guy only says this to get you to sell. He wants you to believe in a $20,000 to $30,000 Bitcoin in the short term so he can buy all your biddies. Do you remember the SEC filing that they did? Can't remember exactly what it was, but
I think they were trying to get an ETF, right?
No, I don't think it was an ETF. It was I think just for whatever fund for Guggenheim, it was a Bitcoin buy. I think is what it was, but they couldn't release the details of it. I don't know how the regulation on those SEC filings works. If I ever understand exactly how SEC filings work, I may be on the verge of being a financial advisor, and I will just retire instead.
And a full-blown nerd.
No. Well.
Yes.
You'll never be my nerd. I've already got my nerd. When we get a risk-off moment, we could be seeing Bitcoin pull back to 20 to 30K, but I think for long-term investors, that will be a great entry point. So here is the hidden message here, okay? He's saying, wait for it to get to 20 to 30K, and ain't never going to get there. It's never going to get there. He wants you to sell and hope that's going to happen. I don't think we will ever see a Bitcoin below $47,000 again. That's my number. I don't think we'll see Bitcoin below $47,000 again. Okay, so last story of the day. Old money scared. Yeah, okay. And also, I did want to talk about this for a second. We're up a little bit here on our 1K to 10K challenge that we've been stuck at for 2 months now, or 3 months. Phantom, some people were asking what my exit for this is to move into something else. I would say when it gets to $2,000, we'll diversify part of it. I would say that's the plan here. So I just need Phantom to go. Phantom, if you would please go. You're up 10% today. I need you to go up like 600%. Thank you in advance. Okay, so finance officials pour cold water on cryptocurrency amid Coinbase celebrations. Economic gatekeepers. Can you imagine a more cringy phrase?
No.
Than economic gatekeepers? Like, what does that even mean? Rounding on cryptocurrency as media attention intensifies amid the Bitcoin boom and Coinbase listing. Finance officials from both sides of the globe. I didn't know there were two sides of a globe. Which sides? North, south, east, west?
I have no idea.
What does that mean? It's a
globe.
It has one side. Yeah. Like a globe is literally one side. Like
I guess.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Obviously not majoring in geometry. Finance officials from both sides of the globe are taking the opportunity to criticize the value and utility of cryptocurrencies as media focus intensifies on this space following Coinbase's direct listing on the NASDAQ. Bank of Korea Governor Lee Ju-yeol said cryptocurrencies had considerable limitations as a method of payment following a monetary policy meeting on Thursday.
I love how they just totally gloss over the limitations of the existing current system.
Yeah, right. Like, there really aren't. They just can print as much money as they want.
Well, but
where's the limit?
Transferring it around the world and, all the issues we run into all the time. It works super slow. The transactions are archaic. They use, old software and system. Like, there's huge limitations to the existing system for sure.
I'm trying to think of what it was I was trying to do. Yeah, I don't really want to get into this. Basically, I was going to a story about someone I know trying to transfer a 401k.
Oh,
and
gosh.
How archaic and slow that process is.
Yeah, I'm dealing with that right now.
Well, it was you I was talking about.
Okay.
I just didn't want to say it. I'll let you, if you want to talk about that, you can.
No, I mean,
but I just want to say, I was explaining to my wife about, what that process is of trying to transfer a 401k in months.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Literal months. If this was with Bitcoin, it would take 5 seconds. Well, Bitcoin's slow, maybe 5 minutes. But the old system is dead, y'all.
Yeah.
It is dead.
Too many limitations to list at this point.
Too many. So they're really, this is talking about cryptocurrencies. They're really vehicles for speculation. They're not really being actively used as payments. I mean, we do know that there's some, that's from Jerome Powell. I mean, that there is truth to that.
Well,
some extent.
Regarding Bitcoin, but again, they still try to lump everything into one category. It's a joke.
Oh, God. What was just thinking about that thing you were telling me where you were like, the guy was explaining, Ethereum, and he was like, it's not a cheap shot at anyone, by the way. It was just funny the way it was said. You know, I think
it was the edit that made it.
It might have been
funny.
the edit. Yeah. It was like, okay, you have to understand, like, Ethereum isn't really a cryptocurrency. Yeah. Like, no, hardly any cryptocurrencies are currency. It's probably like 2%. Yeah. That's it. We really need a better word than cryptocurrency to explain what this is.
Yeah, I hate the term cryptocurrency confuses so many people right off the rip.
Yeah,
I think everything's trying to be
I'm starting to find that is a big sticking point for people.
It is.
And you know what's funny is it's a sticking point for the maxis. Even they can't, like, even they're like, yeah, but like, can it be used for money? You know, so it's not really crypto. Like, you know, the whole thing of the word currency in this is not the right word for it. I really like the way Michael Saylor said it. Bitcoin is an asset. Most other cryptocurrencies are venture capital projects.
Speculation.
You're speculating on their use case. You're speculating on their potential. That's what it is. It's like they're like stocks. It really is. They should all be called digital assets.
Yeah.
That is the word. Crypto digital assets. The difference between cryptocurrency and a stock is a representation of a company. A cryptocurrency is an asset. It is property. You own it, right?
Yep.
So you literally own a part of that project, as opposed to owning a representation. If you go to Tesla and say, "Hey, Elon, I need you to give me my corner office because I got 48 shares of Tesla," you're going to laugh at you because you don't own actually any part of Tesla. So use crypto assets instead of cryptocurrency. There you go. Credit to Chris Berniski. Thanks, Chris Berniski. I don't know who you are. I've heard your name before. What is he? He's like he's a guy people know. Let's see. Who is he? He is the co-founder of Placeholder Ventures. He pioneered ARK Investment Management's next generation internet strategy. Okay, so he's a partner, placeholder. Yeah, so he looks like a smart guy. I mean, I don't know anything about him, but he looks like a smart guy. He looks like a guy who was on a show that played a spot. Like, what's that show, Blacklist? Doesn't this look like one of those guys from that show, Blacklist?
Yeah, he reminds me of Snowden a little bit.
I was going to say the same thing. Yeah,
yeah.
I was just thinking that when you were saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I like crypto assets. That's a much better term than cryptocurrencies because that does confuse people. So, all right, guys. Well, I actually got an interview I got to hop on in 4 minutes and then another interview after that. So my voice will be gone today for 100%. But I still will come to you. The great thing is about tomorrow, what I'm hoping is going to happen is that I won't even have to come out here and talk. I can just come out here and shoot arrows at you while I wear my Cupid costume. All right, guys. That's all I got. I hope you guys had a good day. Love you guys. Be blessed. Good boy out.